So this is the shot that we got. It's okay. It's good looking. A couple of things we need to take into consideration. So my composition isn't really perfect. So I'm just gonna crop in a bit here. Something like that looks a bit better. Like that. Yes. I like that more. Cool. So now that we got this lamp, but we're gonna fix that in Photoshop instead of Lightroom, so that's fine. But right now, what we're really trying to do is we want to make this shoe pop, right? So anything like from the highlights, you want to pop that in, maybe the whites a bit. That's a bit excessive, but I'm a big fan of that, actually. Something like that. Perfect. Right? So a problem that I'm having here is there's some blue here. Now the reason why there's some blue here is because I was using tungsten lights, but there was still sun outside, so daylight kind of creeped in. And because tungsten and daylight aren't really the same color temperature, they're kind of fighting each other. So this is just like a bit of the daylight of the sunlight kind of creeping in. Kind of an issue, not too bad though, because here our main colors are really orange and green, and the rest is really irrelevant at this point. So I'm actually just going to go on HSL color, and I'm going to completely desaturate the blues. Purples, this is just in case, maybe there's some fringing, but it doesn't seem to have fringing, so I'll be okay with that. I'll still remove it. Magenta seemed to do something, which is interesting. Red is important, so we're going to keep that in. And I'm actually going to remove yellows as well, because the tungsten light is actually yellow. So that's a fun fact. Okay, so I changed the Kelvin temperature to 3200. You can change the green temperatures. So this looks good to me. So I'm going to export this, and then I'm going to open this into Photoshop. Okay, so now we're in Photoshop. So in Photoshop, our main goal is this. First of all, I want to make this orange, because orange. I also want to make this disappear, and this paintings tool as well. Painting ladder, paintings tool, whatever. Okay, so first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to what is that tool? Mark tool? Rectangular marquee tool. This rectangular thing. I'm going to select the bottom part right here. Control C, Control V. And then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do Control T, and what this does is like it transform my stuff. And what I want to do is I want to stretch this so it kind of fills the frame like so. Voila. And now this bottom part is orange. Easy, right? I know. Now if I want to remove this lamp instead, what I'm going to use is I'm going to use the patch tool right here, and I'm going to just patch this up. Now a lot of people, what they would do, they'd find a spot that's completely orange. Don't do that. Instead, what you just need to do is just drag it a bit, and Photoshop will just do its magic. Now I get it, it looks wonky, it's weird, so just do it a couple times. Just slide it a bit every time, and what's gonna happen is the lamp's just going to disappear. Look, right now it's almost gone, and it's gone. Voila. We could also do the same thing for this part right here. Painting still, just drag it a bit. Oh, that looks whack. That didn't fix much. It's almost done. Perfect. We could do it last time. Perfect. Okay, so it looks already way better. Those things are completely gone. Now, the only thing is Photoshop still doesn't do a perfect job. it still kind of looks whack. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the eyedropper tool. Alright. Oh yeah, it is the eyedropper tool. So I'm gonna take the eyedropper tool. I'm gonna take like one of those random orange. Then I'm gonna take a brush tool and I'm just gonna brush it off, so it just kind of looks more natural. You know. Here too. Voila. And right here too. Oh, I don't want to hit the shoe. Voila. Cool. So now the only thing I really need to do is remove the fishing wire. Fishing wire, I'm going to do that by using the patch tool. Here it's I'd recommend to really go into details and just look at the small little stuff. So we're using the patch tool right here. So like I said, you don't need to find a spot that's completely orange. You just want to drag it a bit, and Photoshop will just do its magic. If it doesn't completely remove it, then just drag it again and wait till it's done. Here we go, perfect. And here you go. Now you know how to do shoe photography with only lamp lights. So